Hey guys, I made a movie. Let me tell you about it. I want to take a step back and reflect on the last film I directed, Eddie Mummy, A Love Story, which was my first feature made for $10,000. The idea of this feature came from a short film, actually two short films, back in the day when I was working on this zombie short about a guy who dates a lot of girls that turn into zombies. And around the same time, I had another buddy that was trying to make a similar type of movie, but about werewolves. So I thought I should make a mummy movie and we can string all our shorts together and somehow have a cool anthology. Well, all that didn't work out, but I had this story idea and I was at a point in my life where I was just ready to take a leap. No more shorts, only features. I'm going to make a $10,000 feature. Now, knowing that, I knew there were going to be a lot of compromises. And so I sort of set up some parameters and some goals going into the project. I had two main goals. One was to just finish. Of everyone I know that I went to film school with, I could name maybe 2 or 3 features that were made. And I thought, I can make one. And second, I wanted to turn a profit. I wanted this film to break even and to make at least $1 in profit, which I think is another huge accomplishment in this film world. With that in mind, I started to write. I took my short script and I cut it in half, then filled the second act with as many silly mummy moments I could think of. I got my cast together and wrote the characters to match my friends/actors' personalities. The crew I hired was super small and they were able to bring their own gear. We shot for 12 days and we stayed on schedule for the most part, except for one day. And then we were done. And you know what? Making a feature is way different than making a short. I just want to say right now that I never expected this project to be my calling card. I think a lot of people put a lot of pressure on themselves when they're making their first film, that this film is going to define them as a filmmaker, and I just wasn't feeling that. I just wanted to get one done and out of the way, just to have that experience of finishing a feature. That was the most important part to me, not trying to be an auteur or groundbreaking director or the next big thing. I approached making this film the same way I make pancakes. You know how when you make your first pancake and it looks like an amoeba and it's burnt on one side and it's undercooked on the other side, but the second one is a little bit better and then the third one is pretty good? That was my approach to this film. This was my first pancake, and that affected how I got through this film. Tons of compromises were made, but I tried to keep the shoot fun. Telling a story that's 90 pages long is way harder than telling a story that's 5-10 pages long. There's so much more to keep track of in your head, so many more roller coaster tracks you've got to plan out to tell the longer story. I mean, every project has its hiccups. I mean, we had an actor that was shot in the leg at a stunt show, another actor that was stabbed in the arm in real life, and that was before production began. But there comes a time when you're just sitting there and you're just waiting and waiting and waiting for the perfect time and the perfect circumstances to start your project. And I honestly believe that time doesn't exist, and you just have to tackle those hiccups one day at a time and move forward on your project. So let's talk about some things I wish went differently. I wish I'd spent more money on audio, on a legit audio guy. Next project I'm working on, sound's going to be very high on the priority list. I wish I had more behind the scenes footage, pictures, anything, so I had stuff to share on the social media, to use as tools to build an audience. Also, I wish I had a bigger audience, but that's for another day. I wish I had expected more out of the project. I wish I didn't settle with some of the decisions, but in the end, I'm happy with it, and it's definitely not what I had in my head, but I am proud of this accomplishment. I'm still trying to figure out how to make a profit with the film. I'm talking with an aggregator right now and whatnot, trying to get it up on some platform so we can sell it. So I'll keep you in the loop with that, because then I've got to market this baby. After finishing this feature, I feel more confident moving forward, learning from the mistakes I made and the compromises. I no longer feel the need to dip my toe in the pool. My next project is going to be a full-blown cannonball with a huge splash. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.